YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Hi, it's Lottie here again. This video is going to be a bit shorter than my other ones, particularly where this week hasn't exactly been great in terms of emotions, like up and down quite a lot. I won't go into too much detail because it's quite personal and I'm just hoping I'm going to get it sorted out soon, so I won't go into too much detail. But I do want to share with you what has helped me keep positive and help me keep motivated in tasks and everything else. Well, first of all, talking to someone about it is always really helpful. Most of the time we do feel, if we have problems, we do feel like we are alone and we can't talk to anyone. I don't know what it is. It's either the fear of people thinking you're not able to cope with anything. For me, it's I don't want to worry other people about me. I don't want other people to worry about me, and I don't want to burden anyone. So yeah, let's say that's my main reason. I don't want to worry anyone. I don't want to burden anyone with my problems. Because people do feel embarrassed to ask for help sometimes. They don't want people to think they can't cope, but talking about it is excruciatingly important. You can say it out loud to yourself over and over again, but you're still there, it still surrounds you. But talking to someone about it, then somebody else knows what you're going through. It's such a relief. Like this weekend, I confided in my mum on Friday what was happening, and I confided in my best friend, and plus a couple of other people who would have been worried if I hadn't told them sooner. So hopefully, as I said, I'm hoping to get it sorted out soon. Another thing I wanted to share with you, I got this tip from my current boss at my current job at the moment. I overheard him saying something about when he was clearing out his drawers he found a spare notebook, blank notebook, and he was thinking about filling it up with everything good you've done in your life. You put it in a blank notebook, and basically if you are having a bad day, or if you're feeling like just want to throw in the towel and give up, which has been the majority of my week this week, I just feel like giving it up altogether, just like whatever, you feel worthless. But then when you read the good things you have done, remind yourself of the great things you have done, you look back at it and think, actually, I'm a pretty awesome person. What on earth am I doing feeling sorry for myself? I'm pretty awesome. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Basically, a good thing to do when you're having a bad day, buy a blank notebook. You can get them from any station, or excuse me for stating the obvious, you can get them from any stationery place. Here it's WH Smith's, or I think any part of a supermarket probably sells them too. So it's just a blank notebook. If you've got one lying around at home, brilliant. Get a pen, just write down, think of the good things you've done in your life. One of my ones being graduating from university and getting my degree, because as most of you know, I was diagnosed with autism at the age of 3, and when I got to secondary school, I think my parents were told by some of my teachers I would not be able to do GCSE levels. So that was a big sort of, so that was a really big achievement. Or even getting GCSEs in the first place, even though teachers told my parents I wouldn't have been able to, but I graduated with a degree, which you can't do without GCSEs. So, being able to do that, I was pretty impressed. And this year I went on my first holiday alone, being made a team leader, and at Metal Temple. Also, I've also put being there for a friend when she needed me more than anything, and being able to sort of tell her, look, no, everything will be fine, just, you know, carry on, just carry on through it, I'm here if you need me. And that was, you know, being that I'm not, hang on, sorry, being that sometimes I find it hard to keep it together, but knowing that I'm keeping it together for someone else, that's knowing that I can do it is really important to know. So yeah, sorry about that. And I've managed to already fill about 3 pages of this from just buying this on the first day, so yeah. So just writing here, think great things that have happened, you know, like I got a new job, or if you've bought a flat with someone, or if you've moved in with your loved one, or if you got married, or just like these things like, oh, I achieved first place in this competition, you know, it might seem little, but actually it can make you, if it makes you feel great, just put it in there. Write down everything that makes you feel great, and write down everything good that you've done. And like, one of my good things in here I've put is starting my YouTube channel and being able to, for you guys to see my personal side of me rather than just through my writing on my reviews. And well, actually, another great piece of news I received this week, I submitted a blog proposal for Mind, a mental health awareness website, and it got accepted this week. So I'm going to be writing about how heavy metal and rock music, particularly their communities, helped me overcome anxiety and overcome insecurities I had in the past, and yeah, I would say now I still have those insecurities, we all do, you know, but that's what makes us who we are, you know. It's like in a video my friend shared with me, which I really needed to see, it's okay not to be perfect, you know, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. That's why that's why we have rubbers on pencils. You know, nobody's perfect. And if everyone was perfect, it would be really boring. And everyone has their own definition of perfect. So it's okay not to be perfect. And remember, if you are having a bad day, talk to anyone about it. I mean, but if you feel like you can't talk to anyone, either write down what's worrying you in another notebook, which is what I have been doing for the past 2 weeks, and it has helped, because instead of them racing around your mind like, you know, on a racing track, you know, like, that just doesn't seem to stop, all those scale electrics, and they're all over your mind, like all over the place. Write it down, that's helped me, and then you look at it and you think, why am I worrying about that? That can be fixed. Or, right, yeah, I need to get that sorted straight away, because, you know, otherwise it's going to worry me for a while. So, yeah, you know, that helps. Or buy a blank notebook, fill it out with all the good things that have happened in your life. If you are having a bad day, you can just read through it and think, actually, yeah, I'm pretty great. Why, you know, so that's what I'm going to share with you today. My covers video is on its way. Like I said, still getting the right permissions for different music. So like I said, I don't want to use anything without their consent. And also get in touch about, because I am thinking of, I've got a documentary in mind about, you know, heavy metal music and mental health. It's an idea on the drawing board, so if there's any musicians who struggle with mental health, or if you know somebody in the music, or if those people who work in the industry, if you struggle with mental health, or if you know someone that does, please tell them to get in touch, because I would love to hear from them and try and include them in the documentary somehow. Well, anyway, that's me. Take care, and remember, It's okay not to be perfect. Take care for now. Au revoir. Bye bye. Auf Wiedersehen. But I can't remember what the Spanish say. There's the Spanish hola. Adios. There we go. Adios. Take care now. Bye bye.